But now me and Abriel are going to look ahead, and we're now standing in front of the remaining 2019 season schedule for the Northwestern Wildcats football team. We're going to go week by week. We're going to break it down and give our predictions for the rest of the Wildcats season. So, Abriel, I'm going to start with you.
Yep.
What's going to happen next Friday night against Ohio State?
Well, it's worth pointing out that the Cats are on a 3-game losing streak. Their record, again, is 1-4. And for Northwestern fans hoping that at the end of the tunnel that there is light against a number 3 ranked Ohio State team, at the end of the tunnel is just more tunnel. I mean, our Coach Fitz has not beaten Ohio State. People who went to the Big Ten championship game last year will know that they have a very tough time against Ohio State. This is a 6-0 team and a claimant for maybe the best team in the nation. That's going to be a very hard game.
It totally is. I mean, Justin Fields has been so good. And now, moving on with that tunnel analogy, after that Ohio State loss, we got the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Right.
As you keep going through this tunnel, that's not a too shabby of a team on its own. I mean, Iowa, led by quarterback Nate Stanley, has an incredible offense, and their defense, according to those same SB Plus rankings that has Northwestern's defense ranked 8th, has Iowa's ranked 9th. So when you think about it, the two defenses are comparable, but with Iowa's offense so much superior compared to Northwestern, that is going to be another loss.
And in a 1-6 record, I want to point to that. Andrew, what's the significance of that record?
It is very significant because clearly Northwestern would need to win out to guarantee a bowl game appearance this season.
Yeah, and their next game is against another team with a winning record, the 3-2 Indiana Hoosiers, but I think that record's actually pretty deceiving. They're 0-2 in conference, and their games that they have won are against lesser teams. I think Northwestern can get on the board and break that losing streak and win this game against Indiana.
And hey, I hope that happens because I'll be at that game on the road covering it right here for NNN Sports. So now we keep going, and we go on to the Purdue Boilermakers. And I mean, you mentioned how Indiana might be fooling some people with their record. Purdue's not fooling anybody. They're 1-4. This team is not very good. Of course, the name to watch is wide receiver Rondale Moore for the Purdue Boilermakers. But I think Northwestern has the strong middle linebacker play across the middle of the field and the safety play to lock down a guy like Rondale Moore who plays out of the slot. This will be a win for Northwestern, and that's back-to-back wins now.
Well, yeah, let's not look now, but that's a winning streak that we're projecting. Against the UMass Minutemen, this is a team that's 1-4 and has gone against lesser competition. We like to talk about those SB rankings and those yards per game stat. Northwestern obviously 126th in yards per game. UMass Minutemen 125th. Only one step above Northwestern, and like I said, they've gone against lesser competition. I think that's a surefire win for Northwestern.
And hey, look at that. We got 3 wins in a row now. All of a sudden, this Wildcats game, they're on a streak.
Right.
And with that Illinois game looming, I mean, that's almost going to be a guaranteed win. I don't want to put words in your mouth,
Sure.
Abriel, but all of a sudden it comes down to this Minnesota game
Right.
the week after UMass. I hate to be the one. I really do. But Tyler Johnson is too good of a wide receiver. I don't know if the Northwestern cornerbacks can stop him. And this 14th ranked Minnesota offensive attack, according to those Connolly SB Plus rankings, this is going to be a loss for the Wildcats, effectively ending their bowl chances.
Yeah, and obviously they might be still bowl eligible if they make it up in the power ranking somehow. But
they're on the fence.
They're on the fence,
For
and
sure.
I really don't think that they'll be able to make it. This game against Indiana they're a 2-3 team right now. In conference, they're 0-2. I think Northwestern will win this game, but as Andrew Fenichel said, it might just be consolation at this point for the Northwestern Wildcats.
So there you go. You heard it here first. 5-7 will be Northwestern football's final record here in 2019. And if they do miss a bowl game, it would be the first time since 2014 that Northwestern did not play in the postseason.